March 22nd, guitar lessons from Arthur Anderson, myself, just covering a basic run that I like people to start off with. Well, for guitar lessons, I suggest an exercise that builds in your wrist strength. Whenever you pick with a guitar pick the guitar solos that you want to play, I suggest that you play most of them moving back and forth, back and forth. You never want to go down, 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 or up, 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 up. You lose strength, you lose speed, and you lose where you are in your picking pattern. But to build strength so that you can do these guitar solos, there's an exercise I like to show everyone that uses basically your dexterity. All four fingers, and if we concentrate on the A position, it looks something like this. You're picking back and forth. You're hitting every note you can with the four fingers, every note being picked by the pick. It creates strength in this wrist, and it creates dexterity with your fingers and where their placement are according to when you're going to pick. It's not easy to pick the note you want to pick whenever you're moving quickly a lot of times, so it takes a lot of practice. Let's practice that one more time, and this is something you should do all the time. You're not trying to make a song or anything. You're not trying to relate it to any kind of music. It's just an exercise for building strength and dexterity. It's even hard for me to do. It's just practice, practice, practice. Any kind of combination you want to do something like that, as long as you're trying to build strength. The run that I like to show everyone to start off with, and again staying in the A bar chord, you come from your A point to out 3 frets on your E string, the bottom E string, so it's in the same combination on the B string. On the G string, it's 2 frets away from the bar, so it's D string, same, A string, same, and again on the E string it's 3 frets away. So it looks like this. Remember to pick back and forth and practice that a lot. That combination of notes right there can be used in both major and minor chords progressions. Now that you know where to place your fingers for this chord or note progression, well, There's a whole lot of things that you can do with that. Just running it through in a song. It's probably not going to sound like what you want. So you're going to want to embellish, try different things, different combinations of the same notes. Like, you don't have to do the whole run. You can fit in something your own style, staying within those notes, and practice that. Put on a backing track of some kind. Blues is usually what I would start off with. That is a 3-chord progression that would make it easy for you to stay in A and do your embellishments, your guitar solo parts. Bend. When you bend a note, you're trying to reach another note from here at the starting of your note progression. You can bend this one up 2 frets, which means you're bending it up to here, which sounds like this. That note. Same with the second string. Bend it 2. Same on all of them, really. So mess around with that, play with that a little bit, fit that into your homemade embellishments, however you want to call that. One of the first runs that I practiced, which was a sequence of steps, starts using pick pattern in 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if we start at the beginning of our run, it looks a little like this. We'll go over that slowly. It's 1, 2, 3, so it's 1, 2, 3. Then you go back on your picking pattern to the string before, and it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Coming up on that would be something to practice. You can do it your way. You can do 3s, 4s, 5s. An example of 4 would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can do that all the way down the neck, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. However you want to do it. It's but you're staying within the notes that I originally showed you, the lead pattern. You stay in that for a while. It's your basic pattern. Roll out, roll in, like. You can roll out or roll in. Or each time I'm doing that, I'm using the open strings in along with our notes. I'm just trying to show you different things you can do with this note progression. A Van Halen thing you can do is roll in place. So many things you can do in that note pattern. Anything that you can do in that note pattern, you can do it in all of the bar chords. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and back again to E. You can do it, all of that. Major or minor. While bending your notes, you may find that when you bend a string, like on the B string, you can bend the string up 2 notes, and this note is the same as the E string of our lead run. So you're bending up to that. Same thing on the G string down to B. And on this one, using the 3rd string, the G string, you can hold your index finger over the B and E and let them all 3 ring. But Chuck Berry is that kind of thing. You can play with that. All these things I'm showing you is up to you how long you practice them. The more you practice, the better you get at it, the better you pick at it, and find out how you want to pick back and forth. Okay, here we're going to work with a little bit of blues within the lead parts that I've showed you already. Change to D there, back to A. E. A. looking inside of our little run, you notice that there's notes in between that we're not hitting. Our run being there are these two notes here and these two notes here on the E and B string, and then one note in the middle of the next three strings, and then just like on the small E string, these two notes here are not being hit. One interpretation, one way to do this is this right here. You're hitting three notes on every string. You got more to work with now, more than the original notes that I showed you. So many things you can do. Practice and practice and practice until you get your picking down and get these notes in place, and then you can start embellishing, doing things your way, make it your own. I will show suggestions, things how I do, but of course, spend time creating your own. There's so many things you can do.